everyone. In this video, we are going to see about sub-agent and substituted agent with examples, sections involved in both and difference between them. Let's get into the video. There is a rule which says that agency is a contract based on trust and mutual confidence between the parties. There is a provision delegatus non potest delegare. This maxim means that an agent to whom another has delegated his own authority cannot delegate that authority to a third person because the principal may have the mutual confidence in his agent only but not in the sub-agent appointed by the agent. Let's see the sections involved in it. Section 190 to 193 deals with sub-agent. According to Section 190 of the Contract Act, an agent cannot lawfully employ another person to perform act which he has expressly or impliedly undertaken to perform personally unless by the ordinary custom or trade a sub-agent may, or from the nature of the agency, a sub-agent must be employed. There are two exceptions. The first exception is when the ordinary custom of their trade permits employment of a sub-agent. The second exception is the agency demands the agent to name a sub-agent. The important point to note here is no agent is authorized to delegate his authority if his nature of act is managerial and he must execute his own personal skills. The next section is section 191. This section defines sub-agent. The sub-agent is a person employed by and acting under the control of the original in the agency. Moving on to the next topic, legal position of sub-agent. We can divide this into two parts for better understanding. First is properly appointed and second is improperly appointed. In properly appointed, the sub-agent is appointed with the authority of his principal. In improperly appointed, here the sub-agent appointed without the authority of the principal. The next section is section 192. According to section 192, where a sub-agent is properly appointed, the principal is regarded as third person for the sub-agent and the principal bound by the responsibility of the Sub-Agent Act. Let's see agent's responsibility towards sub-agent. The agent is responsible to the principal for the Sub-Agent Act. Sub-agent's responsibility. The sub-agent is responsible for his acts to the agent but not to the principal, except in the matter of fraud or willful wrong. The next section is section 193. Where a sub-agent without the authority has appointed by the agent is responsible for the sub-agent's act, neither the principal responsible to the sub-agent nor the sub-agent responsible to the principal. Next, we are moving to the next topic, substituted agent. According to section 194, when an agency demands an agent expressly or impliedly to name a person with the principal's authority, such person is not a sub-agent but an agent of the principal entrusted to him. According to section 195, the agent is bound to put the same effort to select a person as a man of ordinary prudence will exercise, and he is not responsible for the negligence of the agent selected by him. Next, we'll see about difference between sub-agent and substituted agent. First of all, sub-agent. Sub-agent is a person employed and under the control of original agent in the agency. And there is an absence of privity of contract between sub-agent and principal. And there is a sub-agent is not responsible to the principal but responsible to the agent in the agency. In substituted agent is a person nominated by the agent to act for the principal. Here, existence of privity of contract between principal and substituted agent. Here, substituted agent is under direct responsibility of the principal. Let's see the case law. The case we have taken here is Punjab National Bank versus Ishwarbhai Lalbhai Patil. In this case, it was clear that the defendant bank would have an implied authority to name or appoint another bank, which is Lakshmi Bank, which is Gondia branch, to collect the amount deposited by the plaintiff with the defendant bank. Then Lakshmi Bank to be substituted agent, and there would be a privity of contract between the plaintiff and Lakshmi Bank. Here, Punjab National Bank won't be responsible if Lakshmi Bank doesn't pay the amount. Let's solve the illustrations. First illustration. Here, A authorizes B, who is a merchant in Calcutta, to recover his money from C and Co. B instructs D, a solicitor, to take legal proceedings against C and Co. D is not a sub-agent but is solicitor for A. The second illustration is A instructs B, a merchant, to buy a ship for him. B employs a surveyor for good fame to choose a ship for A. The surveyor choice went wrong and the ship found to be unseaworthy and it was lost. B is not responsible to A, but surveyor is responsible to A. Here comes to the end of the video. If this video is useful, like, subscribe my channel, share with your friends. They may find this useful. If you have any doubt, free to comment. Bye.